Hi, everyone, and welcome to Cutting Through Conversations that Go Beyond the Plate. We've been doing a lot of unusual conversations. We've had some very, very interesting people on these lives, and today we're going to talk a little bit about something that all of us are interested in, but we don't know very much about, and that is wines. But also, more interestingly, about wine delivery and alcohol delivery. We've seen that the Maharashtra government has just started with delivery since the lockdown started, and quite a few people have taken up the opportunity and have started with the delivery business. However, today's speaker is a little bit different from the others, and insofar as this is a wine delivery website, and no one's really gotten into that space as yet. So we've got a lot to learn from him, a lot of interesting things that he's got to say, I'm quite sure. And yeah, I think he should be with us in a minute. He's not as yet. No, no. But good to see so many people joining in today. Well, okay, so we've got Vishal on, and I'm just going to put him. Yeah. Okay, Vishal, I saw you join. Why can't I see you? Hey, everybody. Wine Park, where are you? There we are. So we've got Vishal Kadakia from Wine Park, who's going to be speaking, who's just going to be joining us shortly. And there he is, the white-haired
Hi.
man. Hey, Vishal, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you,
So,
Antoine.
and so Vishal sent me, of course, his bio for his company as website, but I'm going to make this a little bit more personal because I've known Vishal for quite some time, and I followed the work of his company, Wine Park. And so, when I go out to restaurants, I'm often offered a glass of wine, and I don't know all the wines that are in the market. So, one of the things that I do is see who the importer is. And, when I see that it's from Wine Park, I automatically say, okay, fine, serve me the wine. I know this is going to be a good quality wine. That is the assurance that Vishal has built up within the community, within the industry. He's got great wines from all over the world, some big names, but more interestingly, very, very curated names. And one of the things that I love about Wine Park's collection is discoverability of learning about new wines and new producers. One of my favorites and continues to be my favorite is this Sauvignon Blanc from St. Clair from New Zealand, something that Vishal introduced me to. And of course, Quecha Bella, the Batar, one of the very few white wines that I find that actually needs to be decanted. So Vishal,
Yes.
I have talked you up tremendously.
Thank you,
Good to have
Antoine.
you on
Thank
the
you.
show. So tell
Yeah.
us about the delivery. I mean, it just started recently, but you seem to have been ready for it. You kind of got off with a flying start. So, what was the secret behind it?
So, no secret, I mean, we've been talking about this delivery thing for a really, really long time. Actually, I came up with this concept of home delivery through online medium around 5 years ago. And what we had done is secretly had built a small little website, which was like, offline, where all the information of the wine was there, which is always great because, people were looking for information. But what it
Right.
also had was, along with it, a little bit of a back end where if you ever wanted to convert it into a e-commerce portal, then, we had the means to do so. And honestly speaking, it was one of those wish list projects that we had,
Hmm.
and we said, it was like on the shelf sitting there for like 5 years. we used to update it once every few months, and so on and so forth. But when this unfortunate COVID thing happened, and when Maharashtra government was struggling with with queues and so on and so forth outside liquor, and liquor was shut down for so long. Sometime in the first week of May, I kind of anticipated that there may be an opportunity here where they may declare that this may go online, and it did so happen that on 23rd they said that the wine stores have to be closed, but you can actually do delivery, which was earlier not allowed, and as a result of which the online model was not allowed. And they also mentioned in one of the notifications that, if your counters are closed, then, how are you going to tell clients that how to list the wines? So the representation online is allowed. So I think this kind of brought two and two together, this notification from BMC, and as a result of which we decided that, let's push this mantle ahead. And we had already told the backend to start preparing, and it took 1 month of work, and then we rolled this thing out in the first week of June. And so there was a 5-year history behind it.
5 years. I told you there was a secret. But Vishal, what has been the response? But first, let me just toast you with my glass of wine. I hope you also have, absolutely.
Yes.
So just for everyone's information, we're drinking a Karatara Pinot Noir from South Africa. Both of us are drinking it. So one of his brothers. And we're going to talk about Vishal's collection in a bit. But Vishal, what has been the response so far?
So, we are a traditional B2B company. We are not a B2C at all. So for us, every day is like a learning curve. We've been we have been thrown into this ocean, which we have no clue about. And we have now a great team on board, to help us because this is a completely new vertical. But the response has been amazing. I think, we are getting more and people on our site. There has been a lot of people who are, selecting and not, then, ordering and all that, that whole life cycle is there. But I think the most important thing is that what we are trying to do is to push these beautiful wines that, we have been bringing for the last 13 years into India. And those wines are most of the time available only in hotels and restaurants.
Right.
Because, and one of the reasons why it was available predominantly in hotels and restaurants is because the food and beverage managers and the sommelier community had read up about these wines. We had done a lot of marketing of these wines with them, and they kind of understood our philosophy of what we are trying to create here, and as a result of which used to keep these wines on their list. But from a consumer perspective, when people used to go to like a Taj or a Four Seasons, of course, they used to trust the wine list of those people, and they used to go and select. What we are trying to do here is to try to create the same trust with our clients right now. And this website has given us this immense opportunity, to bring these beautiful wines that we have been bringing into India for a really long time directly to consumers. And this website gives us the medium to convey a story to them.
Okay. But Vishal, most people have some kind of a relationship with their local retailer, with someone that they can buy from. And right now they're getting delivery from them. So why should I really come to you for delivery when I have a bigger gamut of a choice from my local retailer?
Yeah. So, obviously a local retailer has its own merits. They have the spirits, they have the whiskeys. But what I have realized over a period of time is that they don't have knowledge of interesting wines, interesting wine selection, rather, a gambit of selection. And one of the reasons why we struggled in the past with the local retailers is that it was too difficult for me to explain that why a Querchebella Batar or why a Saint Clair needs to be on their selection. And it was an expensive bottle of wine, and for them it was just a cost on their shelves. So what we decided to do was in 5 years ago, when we had come up with this concept, we decided to buy our own retail license and said, what, enough of explaining going on right now. When this market will mature, people will come to us and they will list our wines. But at the moment, I feel that let's have our own retail. So
Okay.
interestingly, by doing that, what we did was we created a supply chain, which was all under our control. So today, if you look at how the supply chain works, it's very interesting. You know, you bring the wines in
Right.
from the winery, it comes into
Yeah.
your warehouse. Then from
Yeah.
warehouse, it comes into a distributor's warehouse. From a distributor's warehouse, it goes into a retailer's shop, and from a retailer shop, it comes to you. This is a
Yeah.
full life cycle. So what we have done is we have bypassed this entire life cycle. We are our own distributors, we are our own importers, and we are our own retailers. So
Okay.
everything is under our control. So we know everything is temperature controlled. Everything is
Yeah.
everything is completely within our checks, and we can say very
I
confidently
think
that
that's a key
the
point,
bottle.
Vishal, that, with being temperature controlled and being stored properly, that is,
Yeah.
I think it's the last mile at whether it's a restaurants or at retail where you have a problem. And I think by being the seller, you have kind of circumvented that last thing. So we're
Yeah.
actually getting wines in a much better condition,
Yes.
actually, than I pick up from retail. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. I mean, I think today we have a fantastic storage condition. It's all temperature controlled, and it is all within our reach. The wines don't move out; they move from one temperature condition to the other, and then
Yeah.
within the last 1 hour or so, when it is in the car or with the delivery boy, it gets delivered to the house. So you can say that it has not been heat exposed. It is stored in the best of the conditions, and the wines come to you at great shape, which is what a lot
Okay.
of people, by the way, are asking us online, that how
Hmm.
is your wine stored? This is a very
Right.
important and fundamental question, which we
Hmm.
were kind of taken aback
Oh.
that people are asking, but we are in the right zone to answer them, actually. Yeah.
Oh, good, good. So we've already got two fangirls who are Padmani and Lataya who are like raving about your wines. But
Great. Thank
Vishal, tell
you.
me about your prices. I mean, you've got a great range. Imported wines tend to be more expensive than local wines. So, what price points are we really looking at?
So, for us, I mean, imported wines are expensive. We all know that the taxation
Right.
systems is not there going anywhere. It is there to stay. But if you see wines, starting price for imported wines generally is in the 1,500 rupee range. Okay.
Right.
And then, it can go up to, say, for example, the last wine that we are selling is up to 25,000 rupees a bottle. But
Hmm.
what we have done is that we have kind of curated a selection of wines, which from 1,500 rupee range to 4,000 rupee range, you will technically find a wine which is in the 100 to 100 bracket. So, for example, you will find a wine at 1,500, 1,700, 1,900, 2,000. Then from 2,000 onwards, every 1,000 rupee bracket you will find, wines. And then from 3,000 to 4,000, again in every 1,200 bracket, you will find. So what happens is this gives people a tremendous choice. I mean, we have so
Right.
far around 135 odd wines on our portal, and
Okay.
it's
That's a
growing.
lot.
I mean, yeah. And what we have also done is we have also now seen that this is a beautiful medium for us
Hmm.
to reach the consumer. So we are getting some 40 new wines from the wines that I always wanted to get,
Yeah.
but the problem was I could never get because we were scared that how we will sell them. Now we have this
Right.
beautiful forum, and now I'm not that apprehensive anymore. I know I can push it. So
Okay.
we had this beautiful list of 40 wines that we always wanted to get. So I just sent them orders saying, you know what, let's bring them in.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this is
Okay.
this is a great medium. I think we can talk to our clients with this website. We have got whole new things which are happening at the back end, where we are going to put in videos and content and so on and so forth, and we're going to just educate the. I think this is more like a education. I think sales will happen. I'm not worried so much about sales. Used to happen before. Sales will happen
Right.
now, and they'll happen in the future. I think what this website will do, or whatever this website is, will do, will help a consumer to make an educated choice. They will
Okay.
learn a little bit about what this beautiful story behind the wine is, and why they should drink that wine. Because wine for everyone is very personal. It's an agriculture product. It all depends
Absolutely.
on where it is grown, who it is grown by, what are the things that go behind making a bottle of wine. And these are the things that these
These
beautiful
are the stories.
stories
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we would
Yeah.
like to bring out. And when you do that, I think people drink stories,
Yeah.
and
Well, I think Padmini
yeah.
has quite a bit to say already. I think so. First, she's asking whether there's any possibility of getting the wines at a lower price, and is there actually any advantage of buying from the website compared to retail? Are we getting it at a lower rate? And
So yeah, good question.
yeah, so there's another question as well that you can deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So Bharat is asking whether you deliver all over Bombay, and he's also asking for a recommendation for a good Shiraz between 2000 and 2500. So let's start
Okay.
with Padmani's first and
Okay,
see where
great.
we go.
So, hi, Padmini. Padmini has been a very good client of ours for a long time, and she drinks some fabulous wines. But just to answer the question that Mumbai has got something, or Maharashtra has got something since something called as an MRP, which is a maximum retail price, which is
Right.
obviously what is listed onto the website, and we have certain deals. So the website is a medium through which we can promote a lot of things, whatever we want to push. So something called as weekly specials is
Yeah, I
something
saw
that we
that.
have where you can get a straight 10% discount on the wines. Or if you're a first time buyer, then you can use a promo code called first 2020, and there are various slabs. If you're buying X, you can get a X% off or a X rupee off. So on and so forth. So all these things are all coming together, and of course, there are certain wines which are just sold on MRP, and there are certain wines which we are constantly promoting. So this is going to be an ongoing process,
Yeah.
and people are going to get good deals out of this right now also and going forward also. Yeah.
Okay. So the second question is, of course, do you deliver everywhere in Bombay? And I think the answer to that is yes.
Yes. Yes. We do
Would you,
everywhere.
yeah, would you
Right now, the only
recommend?
restriction is Thane, which
Yeah.
we don't have the bandwidth for because
Okay.
deliveries are done by our people. So our website is retrofitted with all the pin codes, and so we are delivering to pin codes which excludes Thane at the moment. But other than that,
Okay.
all over Bombay. Yeah.
And is there a minimum order? Will
No,
you
there
deliver
is
one bottle?
2000 is the minimum order. So technically, either it's one or two bottles of wine, depending on what the price of the wine is. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And he also asked for a recommendation for a Shiraz between 2000 and 2500.
So, if you actually go onto our site, which currently I am, and I just have gone to all wines and click on Shiraz, and
Yeah.
I am just sorting it by low to high.
Hmm.
And one of the nicest Shiraz that I come across is the Man Family, which is for a
Oh, yeah.
1995. And,
Hmm.
that's a very, very nice Shiraz. And then there is this another good one called the Wolf Trap
Wolf
from
Trap, yeah.
Buchenhutzloof. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually a blend, but I mean I love blends, and it's predominantly a Shiraz, which is for like 20 to 19, and then I think you have another interesting wine called as Thelema Mountain Red, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
for like 25.98. So, and then if you want to just go a little bit higher, you can go to something called as a Côte du Rhône from Saint Cosme, and that is
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
3100. So if you see, there are three choices under 2500, but lots of choices in Syrah, if you really, or Shiraz, if you may. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so since I'm taking questions, Latoya is asking, I mean, what's a great everyday wine that, doesn't need to be expensive?
Of course.
I think this one is
Yes.
a great one. The Karatara is a really nice one.
Yeah. So, I always believe that a great wine does not have to be expensive at all. I mean, I think taste is very personal,
Yeah.
and it has to be developed over a period of time. And I know so many people who are drinking very expensive wines, but also drinking everyday drinking wines. And for me, an everyday drinking wine should be under a 2500 rupee bottle of wine, or even under a 2,000 rupee bottle of wine. And if you want to drink an Indian red wine, then it can be under a 1,000 rupee, red wine. Like for example,
Ideally.
yeah, we have like the Daily Dose, which is from India, which is $750, and it's a great everyday drinking Cabernet Sauvignon. Or
Sure.
we have a nice Chilean wine, which is for $1,500, and which is a fantastic everyday drinking wine. So, what's an everyday drinking wine? Everyday drinking wine is something that you have a glass with your meal with, okay? Something which sets you in the right mood after a really long day and a stressful day of work. And also if you drink different things, wine is also a thinking man's game. I don't say, it's not like your everyday same single scotch you're drinking. But every time you taste a wine, it tickles your brain, it tickles your memory. And then, it's very interesting, I think. So I personally feel even if you're drinking an everyday wine, it should be a different bottle. Maybe it's the same price point, but different bottle.
Okay. What would you recommend from your collection, for instance?
So I think a Man Family range and Buchenholzloof range is a great way to start, because with the Man range we have got 7 varietals. And all handpicked. This is all handmade wines again. So we have the Shiraz, we have the Cabernet, we have the Merlot, and then we have this very popular wine from South Africa called the Pinotage. So you've got these 4 excellent grape varietals, very different styles, and then also you have the whites, which are your standards, your Chardonnays, your Sauvignons, and your Chenin. So a great range to start off with, a very popular range. In fact, a lot of places, when the restaurants were open, there used to be by the glass program. If you're talking about imported, And then we have recently introduced a lovely range again from South Africa called the Vinologist, which is an interesting range of wines for like some $2,300. So again, a great everyday drinking wine. And then, I think it is just about going on the site and exploring. There are so many options. I mean, we have Apaltagoa from Chile, which is just wonderful, which is in that $1,600 range. So I think I say, guys, go on, order 1 or 2 bottles of wine every week, explore, the range. I think once you try, and there's this beautiful blog that is recently written on our website, which says how to become a wine searcher, right? This is exactly my point.
Okay, nice.
I mean, and what does it really say is that, you can really search for that really great bottle of wine. Okay. But obviously it has to have a little bit of research, a little bit of, drinking and understanding your palate. And some leap of faith. Like, a lot of times people say that, I like my Cabernets and I'm going to stick with my Cabernets. Yeah, it's great.
I think wine is really about discovering and about learning new things, especially when it's at a basic price point. I mean, not when you're spending like 20 and 30,000. Then perhaps you want to be a little bit more careful. But at the opening range, I think the whole point of wine should be trying something new, trying something different, experiencing something unusual that you haven't tried out before. And the world of wine is huge.
Huge.
Even for someone like you who's been doing this like full time, you're always discovering something new.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, I am drinking my wines on a regular basis, but I would love to experiment a little bit more. And that's what I do when I go abroad. And try, keep on trying. And you never know where this beautiful wine bottle is. And this is how we discovered all these wines that we have in our portfolio. They are all been a discovery. Okay.
Exactly.
Each and every one of them. Somewhere down the line, we tried it, we compared it, we loved it, and we thought, let's bring them in. So it's not, and I like to repeat this again, has ever been more of a commercial arrangement with these wineries. It has always been a discovery arrangement. We like something, we bring it. We talk about commercials later, but that has never been a starting point for me to bring in a good bottle of wine in India.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before I get to my next question, I just want to thank Bisham, who is like very assiduously kind of responding to all the comments. So Bishop, thank you so much for following up and like taking care of that for me. But Vishal, one question, and I think it's a slightly difficult one, and it's really the $64 million question: is this going to last? Is this a permanent feature? Is delivery going to be a permanent feature?
I know it's a very tough question, and the answer is we don't know. But I think in today's era, if you really look at where India is heading towards online. Okay,
Yeah.
and it's the freedom of choice, is the freedom of buying things at your own pace and will. Okay, and is the freedom to experiment, and this is what online gives you the opportunity to. And also with this, of course, with this current circumstances, okay, this liquor space is just fitting right in like a glove.
Hmm.
It's up to the authorities to see this as an opportunity, to also, because they have their own checks and measures as to what, they are right in their path, saying, we don't want liquor to fall in the wrong hands, we don't want underage people drinking, we don't
Hmm.
want so many new things, we don't want domestic violence, and these are all very relevant
These are all
points.
real. So yeah, yeah.
And these are all real points. But the bigger point also is that, is this really causing it all? Okay. Can there
Hmm.
be bells and whistles in place, checks in place, verification in place, which we can very easily avoid, these kind of things. And I think today the technology has moved so far ahead and so advanced that all these things, all these problems, are very easily resolvable. If there is a will, there
Vishal,
is a
just
way.
to play the devil's advocate over here, how would you actually solve like underage drinking, for instance? I mean, you've got when you use your site, okay,
Aadhaar verification.
okay.
A simple
So
formula could
when
be,
you actually deliver to the person, you ask for identification.
yeah,
Is
you
that
can
something
do
that you're
that.
doing right now?
We are, of course, everyone whom we are delivering, okay, is to everyone that we are delivering. Obviously, the identification is a must. So our guy is obviously doing that. But more importantly is that something, if you want to go one step forward and just make it seamless. I mean, like when a UPS comes and delivers to you, they have this system of taking shots of your ID card and just
Right,
uploading
right.
it to every order. Well, you can just implement that, right? So easy. Okay, I'm placing an order for 6 bottles of wine. Okay, I come to your house, you reach it, you give me your ID card, I click on it, and boom, then I know that you are, not underage, something like that, and that verification happens.
But
So,
that's post facto. That's not, I mean, like, that's not before. I mean,
yeah,
you've taken the ID after the delivery, not, you
sure.
haven't stopped the delivery.
No, we have not stopped the delivery, but of course, for example, today there is something which is where you can actually log in with your ID card. Okay, that is very
Okay.
simple. Right now, those kind of things are possible with very big websites like Amazon, and they all can do it. At the moment, we are not able to do these kind of things because we are very small. But if those becomes a norm, and if people want to
Yeah.
buy online, because we are one of the first websites to come online, so we are also
Sure.
learning every step of the way. Okay,
Yeah.
but if that becomes a norm, that can be, I mean, what we are trying to do is explore it. We can easily do it. It's not a problem. Technology is not a problem. Whether you want to implement it or not is the point. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
We
coming
also
to
have something
technology,
called as a
then
liquor permit, right?
the liquor
If you
permit.
guys,
Yeah.
so if you, I mean, so in every, so on an online website, if you go,
Yeah.
there is a small thing. If you go through the entire life cycle, that if you have a liquor permit, please enter. If you don't have a liquor permit, then we'll actually offer you a permit, which is a 5 rupee
Okay.
permit pass. So we do that along with that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, but taking up your point on technology, are you then looking perhaps at an app as well sometime in the future, or is the site as far as you want to go?
I think that that will come, that will follow. I think first we need to really understand how this entire mechanism works. You know, it's not as simple as you start a website and boom, all of a sudden the orders start to flow. There's a lot
Exactly.
of things that you have to do behind the scenes in order to actually drive the sales onto your site. So first we need to understand before, because you know, app is a real estate space on your phone, and it's a very precious space. If you look at your phone yourself,
Right.
are you willing to put an app on your phone which you don't know much about? I mean, are you that confident? And even if you put it, what happens that, you know, okay, it's not used to you, you can delete it. Okay. So today, big companies are also having, you know, app related issues to come on people's real estate space, which is the phone. So I
Right.
think today we are not in that frame of mind to do an app. I think the beauty of Google is you can search wines, say put
Right.
Wines Mumbai, one of the first websites that come is Wine Park, and then you can browse. And we are doing enough in our ecosystem in order to try and push people to explore this beautiful medium of wines online. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say, I mean, in some time we will all return to normalcy, and you'll go back to selling wines institutionally to hotels and restaurants.
Sure.
And if the opportunity for delivery continues, is it something that you think you'd like to continue with working directly with customers, or is it something that, you know, once the industry recovers, you're going to say, okay, this was great for the pandemic, but now we'd kind of like to move on?
No, actually, this is a new vertical, and this vertical is going to stay. I mean,
Okay.
irrespective of whether we are allowed to sell online or not online is a different medium. But I think we quite enjoyed this last few weeks talking to our clients and introducing them to this beautiful wines world of Wine Park. And you know, I know many of my clients have really enjoyed. I mean, we were surprised that so many people have actually never tried a lot of our wines, being in this space for the last 13 years. But we really enjoyed, you know, that they explored it, they loved it, they're constantly reordering it. But more importantly is that this is not going to go away, and we are definitely having a full In fact, we have created a whole new vertical in my company, which is the B2C vertical, with a completely new team on board, and the space is going to stay, and it's going to be a very exciting space for us, and this will give us a lot of freedom to bring in those exciting wines that we always, more exciting wines, let me put it this way, that we always wanted to bring but never brought. Yeah.
So you're looking at loyalty programs and all of that as well. Is that something
Absolutely. This is all under works. I think the first thing that we are going to implement, and which is going to come out in few weeks, is a loyalty program. It's a reward-based program. The more you buy, the more you have the points, and then you can redeem them on our website. That's absolutely.
Well, I know Padmini is not with us, but Padmini, I'm sure she'll be the one of the first. I think you'll have to sign her up even before she signs up.
Absolutely. No, this is so important, and because I think loyalty is very, very important. Yeah, and absolutely.
Relationship managing is really, particularly in the wine business.
Yes. Yes.
So Vishal, thank you so much. I know this was very kind of illuminating for me, to understanding what all goes behind it, understanding your collection, and I think from all the comments that we've been following up on, I think your customers would kind of really agree with the work that you've been doing. So thank you so much for being here this evening. And coming up on Wednesday, I have Rahul Akerkar, and Rahul is going to be talking about how do you create an inclusive and a non-discriminatory restaurant kitchen. So do join in. It's going to be Wednesday, 6 p.m. This is going to be very, very interesting and a very special conversation. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Vishal, and thank you, Bisham. See you guys. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you again.
Good evening. See you.
Thanks. Take care. Cheers. Bye.